Everything created in our lives today has been created by design, meaning intentionally we've crafted what our relationship looks like. For me, right, physical health, body, what that feels like, the impact, the people I help, who I love helping, the support that I choose to intentionally surround myself with, my mentors, community, everything. There's an intention behind it. Sometimes I hear people say, like, hey, I hope that things work out. I hope that this nice thing happens to me. You know, maybe buy a lotto ticket, you hope that you win. Maybe you hope that you manage to find a nice date. You hope that you get to do work that's fulfilling. Maybe it comes into your lap. You hope that your health gets better. But this is what I've realized over time in life is, don't hope, create. When we hope, we start to give away our power. Hope is great, by the way. Not saying have zero hope, but hope by itself doesn't change things. Create. Intentionally create. Create your life. Intentionally get connected with yourself, with your true power, and take ownership of every area of your life, especially the ones that are important to you, and then create. We have so much power within us to create lives that are full and fun and loving and joyous and exciting. Doesn't mean there will be hard times, but we all get the choice of creating every single day. Wow, look at this beautiful sun today. We all get that choice. But what happens is when you don't take time to think for yourself, to make intentional choices for yourself, then you start to become a cog in the wheel and you just go on automatic, robotic pilot. And like a robot, you just do whatever that everyone tells you to, or whatever society has instilled in you, and you never, ever question. But if you follow, a lot of you guys are gay men like me, and if you have followed your heart, you followed your heart so far already to know in your heart that, oh, okay, your attraction, intuitive attraction is different from the norm. You've done that enough already, you can tap into all this other stuff. You can tap into the truth because you've already had to question what society has tried to instill in you, you know, from a young age, that your sexuality as you are is wrong, it's different, it's not okay. And you'd have to work through that. And the beautiful part is that you can do that in every single area of your life. There's no set thing that you have to do in life. You get a choice in every single area. And sometimes I hear people, right, if you're using any of these phrases, this is a big sign that you're not taking charge. I had to eat that because I was in a social occasion, and this happened, so I had to eat that. You know what I say? Yesterday, by the way, I was out with friends, we had board games. I didn't make the best choices yesterday for myself. And you know what I say? I say I fucking chose that. I chose that because I chose that. I 100% chose to do that. And that gives me a lot of power. Because when you intentionally choose and you say, I chose that, then you get to change it. If I said, right, imagine so yesterday, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. But imagine if I said, I had to do that because this is just, this happens, I had no choice. Guess what happens? Every single time, it means when there's, say, potato crisps, there were crackers there, some sweets there, I have no choice. But that's rubbish. I had every single choice, and I chose to do that. And it gives me power because then I can choose to make different choices if I want it. But what happens is when you start to say things like I had no choice, then life is very hard because That choice, by the way, when you say, I had to eat that, or I had to drink that, or I had to do that job, that starts to go into everything. You have to be in this relationship. You had to date that person. You had to stay in that relationship. You had to take up this job and you had no other choice. You had to do this thing. And what does that create your life as? You become the person who you just have to do things just because. I don't have to go to the gym. I'm going to go stretch and foam roll and look after my body because I want to. I want to look after my body. I want to treasure my body better and better every single time. Look after myself. I don't have to eat healthy most of the time, but I choose to because I want to feel good in my body. I don't have to be in a marriage. I don't have to be out in public. I don't have to be with Tommy, but I choose to because I want to. I don't have to go travel and do this thing, but I choose to because I want to. I don't have to put myself, all my vulnerabilities out into public on these stories, on my reels, all this stuff. But I choose to because I want to shine a light for people who are afraid to do so. I choose to. I don't have to come out to my father, but I chose to because I wanted more freedom. You see that? When I didn't come out, I also chose to because I was afraid and I would rather at that point stay safe and protected, what I felt was protected, because I didn't want to face the discomfort. And I chose that. And you get to make a choice every single day, 24/7, every single second, every single minute. You're making choices all the time. Please don't tell yourself. If you want to live a better life, start telling yourself, I choose to, every single thing. Some of the stuff that's happened to you, happened for you in the past. If bad things happen to you, they happen for you to allow you to grow. And I want you to think, okay, these things happened in the past, and it maybe wasn't my fault. See, I grew up in an environment, right, was very hectic, sometimes violent. It wasn't my fault, but now it's my responsibility. If I don't heal this, who suffers? I suffer. Every future relationship, my relationship with Tommy, with every single thing, suffers. So I choose to heal it because I want better relationships with people. I don't want to carry that pain and just hold on to that and have that like hot coal burn me. So I choose to heal and let go of that. I choose to use my past pain to help heal other people who are struggling. Choose. Intentionally choose. When you intentionally choose your life, wow, life gets great. When you continue saying, I had no choice, this is just the way things are, I'm so sad this happened to me, oh, I'm so gutted, I hope that this thing works out. You're giving all your power away to everybody else. You're taking zero ownership or little ownership, responsibility for yourself.